Hello student, today our topic is inequalities and we are involving one variable and draw on a graph paper. The secondly after that we will do that for two variables and draw on a graph paper. You know that on a graph we have two-dimensional shapes which is called like long x-axis and which is a horizontal line, and one thing is in vertical or perpendicular to x-axis is called a y-axis. Is called if I draw any line on here on the graph, so you can see here that thing is called a graph. So now this is our origin point where we can see of going to the right hand side, and this line is called, all thing is called x-axis. One is a positive side and one is, this is y-axis, and one along right hand side towards from the 0 point origin point to right hand side, this is called all positive values. We can draw in here 1 2 3 4 5, and if we're going towards that side it's called x-axis, but they're gonna be like all negative values. -1, -2, -3, -4, -5, and same as it is if you're going upward, then gonna be like all positive y-axis. 1 positive, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you're going downwards, they're going to be all negative values of y-axis. -1, -2, -3, -4, -5, for example, like that. So these are the x-axis. So now we will use our first thing, which is called, for y-axis, for one dimension ones, we will use only one variable. It could be a x-axis or it could be a y-axis. So if I write down in a question for including one variable, what does it says? They will asking inequalities. The question says that first I will try to solve the easiest one, then we will do the other stuff as well. So now in here they are telling x plus 3 is greater than 5. So this value has been given, x plus 3 is greater than 5. So now first of all we need to find out exactly the value of x, and then we can draw according to the values, because we are using x-axis. So x variable, they must be on x-axis line, but when we draw a number or a digit, what is called, then we have to draw that number parallel to y-axis. What is a parallel mean? Parallel mean is if two lines are parallel, just like a train track, these are the parallel to each other, so they won't intersect. Intersect means they won't touch or overlap, so that's called a parallel one. Now in here we have same as it is inequalities, just like we have to find out the value of x, which operation we will use on here. So we got positive 3, then we have to subtract 3 both sides. If we done that, so we will get x greater than 2. So it's mean we have to find out x is greater than 2. The greater than 2 means this is the line which should be a parallel to y-axis, but in the broken line. Why is a broken line? Because this broken line shows 2 is not included. if we draw a straight line, not non-broken one, then it's mean they're gonna be like equal to r2. So they said that x is more than 2. More than 2 means if I draw a number line 0, 1, 2, 3 up to so on. So they said that 2 is not included, that's open, and 2 words further down. So the area included this all the way to the right hand side, because 2 is not included, so we can shade that area towards right hand side. That's called x is greater than 2, is 2 is not included. The second we will try to do that, which is equal to, then we have to draw a solid line, not a broken one. We have to write down a straight one. So if I erase this one, so if we moving to another one, another example, so let's see. In here they said that x value is given -1 less than and equal to 2. So now first we have to solve exactly one value out of that. So which operation we use, we have to add 1 this side, add 1 this side. When we're adding 1 this side, so x remaining only, which is equal to and less than 3. Equal to and less than 3. You can see in here, that's 3. Equal to 3 and less than 3 is towards that side on the left hand side. So equal means we have to draw a solid along y-axis, parallel to y-axis, and this area, this side, shaded area, we will shade it, so covered. So now we have done that bit part. If we are using our y-axis, then what we have to do on a graph, then let's see another example. This is a y plus 2 is greater than 3. So we have to subtract 2 on both sides. So y is greater than 1. So y is greater than 1. Greater than 1 means the y lies on here. So when this comes a 1, then gonna be line should be a broken one, because that is not equal to a 1, so it's greater than. So broken line which is parallel to x-axis, so we will draw a parallel line to x-axis. Whatever else area upward, that comes in this shaded area. So same thing, if I draw another one, like if the same thing happen, if they said that y minus 1 is less than and equal to, if I write down you can say that in here -2, then so it's a -2 in here. So let's see, this is a positive, plus 1 plus 1 that side, so y is less than -1, less than -1, and we put equal sign as well, so that will cover our straight line, non-broken one also. So y is equal to negative, but negative, when they come so equal to negative, then we have to straight line, solid one. parallel to x-axis. Less than means -1. If the temperature is go down, so there should be a going downwards. So all shaded area covers in this thing. So that's why we draw on that line. So now that was very easy ones for the single digit has been involved in here. So I'm going to moving to a next part, which is called, that should be a one digit, but so the area cover, so one variable. The question says that x plus 5 less than 8 and greater than 2. So now two things involved. So now that's a double inequalities in here. So not equal signs, both gonna be the broken lines. Now they said that. So in here we have to remove positive 5 from here. So then we have to subtract -5 that side, -5 that side, and -5 that side. So when we have done these things, so we will get value 2 take away -5 is -3. So 5 cancel, x, and this is only 3. So this is our limit. So we can say that this is our limit of x-axis. So x lies between 3 and -3, but 3 are not included. When we draw a graph like that, so we can say that this is +1, this is +2, this is +3. Here this is -1, this is -2, and this is -3, because that's x-axis negative. This is y-axis, and this is positive. Yeah. So here they are telling you limit -3. -3, it should be a parallel to y-axis, not equal, so they're gonna be broken line parallel to. Less than 3, broken. So limits lies in which area limits lies? This is the area where lies that limit. We can shade that area. They will tell you just shade this area inside, not boundary included. These are the boundaries. Boundaries are not included because they are not equal. That's why the area lies between these, because we are doing only a single variable, one variable. That's why that going towards up and down, and whatever comes between that value, so they will lies in there. So now we are moving to the equal sign as well. So let's see. So 2x plus 3 so now you see here this thing. First of all, we have to solve that inequalities and find out the limits between lies. Now in here you can see 2x plus 3 is less than and equal to 21 and greater than and equal to 7. First of all, we have to find out x value. So before that, when we find out exactly the same limit and boundaries, then we can put these values in our graph. So now which operation first of all we have to do in here? This is +3, so we have to subtract 3 everywhere, because that brings up balancing operation on here. So when you have done 7 take away -3, we got 4 and 2x remaining, and When you're taking this out, is it going to be 18? Now you see here, so that's 2 is multiplying, so now we have to divide by 2 every side. So when you divide by 2 every side, so 4 divided by 2, we got 2 here, greater than equal to x remaining, because 2 divided by 2, and that becomes 9. So this is our limit now. X lies between 9 and 2. So 2 and 9 boundaries are included. So when 2 and 9's boundary are included, so we can draw a graph in here. I just write down that's boundaries, x, 2 and 9. Then we can draw a graph. So both are the positive, then we don't need the negative side area, so we can draw like right. So here this is the first point, second, third, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9 x-axis. So this is y, and this is 0 point. This is our 1, this is 2, 3, 4, 5, 9. Yeah, so now they said that there lies between which values 2 and 9. This is 2, 2 is included, and then 9 is also included. So this line should be a parallel line, but solid line, because they are boundaries included. In here same as it is, boundaries are included. So whatever else comes between this area, so this all comes in here, whatever from here to here, so that's all comes in here. So then we can shade that area, just shade it in a graph paper. So that was for x-axis. So now we are moving to y-axis, and then after we move to the two variables involvement. So here for y-axis, y is less than and equal to, just write down in here, -1 and 3. They already given, but so -1 and 3 are not included. So we will just draw a line. This is our first, second, third. This is our right. So these are our y-axis and y-axis -1. Now that's x-axis, that's a 0 point. Here they are saying -1. -1 means y is greater than -1, but -1 is not included, boundary not included. So they will be a broken, same as it is a broken line on here. Whatever else between that lines, two lines, this area is included. That is called the boundaries lies between 3 and -1 in the graph paper. So if they are using, which number they use, if they use like equals, then they lines must be gonna be a solid. That's it. So now we are moving to, I hope you understand how we can use one variable on a graph paper and draw lines. Secondly, I'm gonna do that for two variable. They're gonna be involvement of y-axis and x-axis in there. So we have to write down these values. The question says, now they are saying y is less than and equal to 3, whereas x is less than and equal to 4. So first we have to draw so here this is our first point, this is second, this is third. This is our first, second, third and fourth. Now they are saying, I will just write down 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. So in here, they are saying both are solid line. So first draw any one line, because y less than equal to 3. This will be a solid line like that. And whatever else involvement of underneath, that's it, up till here, the all shaded area. Secondly, you see less than and equal to 4, which is along 4 parallel to y-axis, right? And whatever else is involvement of these lines up till here, so on. So now you can see which area is included. Whatever else, this we cannot include. Why? Because this is the boundary line restricted, and this is not included also for x-axis. This is not included. So whatever else lies between these things, that's all thing involvement of here, that is called the limits and boundaries has been given for x-axis and y-axis. Whatever else comes between that, we have to involve. That's why we can shade only that area. We cannot shade that. We cannot shade on this side. Whatever else shaded between these boundaries, we have to shade that one. That is called two variables on a graph. So that was a simple. So now if they giving a two limits, so then how we can solve that one? So let's see. Okay. So here x, the given, like I write down here, -2 and 2, and y has been given minus 1. Right? So again we have to draw on a graph. So first we need to draw. This is first point, second point, third point. First point, second point, third point. 1. Right? So they are asking, if I draw number 1, 2, 3, 1, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, 1, 2, 3. Now they are asking, first of all we draw x as x is the values 2 and 1, 2 and minus 2. The lies between 2 and minus 2, both included. Whatever area is comes between these lines, this side, whatever inside. So secondly, 3 and minus 1, whatever area come this. Yeah, so now, so you can see what is the boundary comes in here. The boundaries, these are the boundaries, because the solid one, that's why these are the boundary. And this shaded area, if we shade, this area is involved in here, that is called, for two variables, lies in these boundaries. We cannot accept that, and that. Whatever else comes in these boundaries, we expect these kind of questions comes in an exam. So I hope you like the video. If any question about on a graph paper, just write down in your comments, and thank you.